honeybees, welcome to Honeybee Academy. Today we are doing class 7 chapter 1 nutrition in plants. This is the first part of the Now if I gave you a few things and I would ask you whether this is a living thing or a non-living thing. Suppose I give you a book, a desk, a duck and a plant. How would you find out whether this is a living object or a non-living object? Surely there are a few characteristics which we obviously see before we classify them as living or non-living. These are movement, reproduction, sensitivity, growth, excretion and nutrition. All living things have all these characteristics. Plants can't move, yet they have all other characteristics, so they're still classified as living things. All living things reproduce, all living things sense, all living things grow, whether it's you or me or any plant or any animal. And all living things excrete waste. This is called excretion. And all living things need food. This is called nutrition, because without food we will not be able to survive. So we will focus basically on nutrition in this chapter. So now the question arises, what is nutrition? To understand this, we'll have to see a few things. So suppose you are studying, or maybe you're playing with a ball in the park, or even if you're like sleeping, then you need energy. Although your energy consumption is less in sleeping, yet you're still alive and you need to have energy. And how do we get this energy? We get this from food. So the components of food that are necessary for our body are called nutrients. This has fats, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, etc. Now, without these, in the correct ratio, will not have the energy to do things. So, the nutrition is the mode of taking in food by an organism and its utilization by the body. So, if we just eat food, that is not classified as nutrition. Nutrition is to take the energy, take the nutrients and make it and give us energy from that. So that is called nutrition. So the nutrients enable living organisms to build their bodies, to grow, to repair damaged parts of their bodies, provide the energy to carry out life processes. So there are basically two modes of nutrition. One is autotrophic. In this, the mode of nutrition, organisms make their own food themselves using simple substances. An example of this would be plants, because they utilize simple substances like sunlight, water, soil and make their own food. And the other mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. This is the mode of nutrition in which they take already prepared food by plants, or they depend on other living organisms for their survival and for their nutrition. These are known as heterotrophs. This includes animals like you and animals and humans like you and me. Now comes photosynthesis. Since synthesis of food occurs in the presence of sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. In this, photo means light and synthesis means to prepare. This takes place only in green plants because it requires this presence of a pigment called chlorophyll. And this chlorophyll is necessary and this is present only in green plants. This photosynthesis occurs in the leaves of the plant. These are also called the food factories of the plant. And the requirement for photosynthesis are chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. As for carbon dioxide, these are taken through these tiny pores on the surface of the leaves called stomata. Stomata is protected by guard cells. We'll learn more about this later. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cells of leaves in presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide and water to synthesize carbohydrates. Although this may seem hard to understand like this, if we write it in this equation, then it is easier to understand. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and water give carbohydrate plus oxygen. During the process, oxygen is released. The carbohydrates ultimately get converted into starch. The presence of starch in leaves indicate that the photosynthesis is going on, and the starch is also carbohydrate. Thus, in the equation above, it is written carbohydrate plus oxygen. Food is prepared in the form of starch. And to check if photosynthesis is going on, we can take a leaf and we can do an iodine test on it, and we will find out that there is starch in it, indicating that photosynthesis is going on. And these, you might have seen these slimy green patches in ponds or in other stagnant water bodies. They are generally formed by organisms called algae. They contain chlorophyll, that's why they are green, and they prepare their own food by photosynthesis because they have chlorophyll and are green. The carbohydrates are made up of hydrogen and oxygen. The carbohydrates are the end products of the photosynthesis. These are used to synthesize other components of food such as proteins and fats. But proteins are in nitrogenous substances which contain nitrogen. So if we look at the environment, it is available in gaseous form. But these plants, they can't take nitrogen in this form. So soil has this certain bacteria that converts gaseous nitrogen into usual form and releases into the soil. So from the roots, when they drink water, along with water, they'll also get nitrogen, and that will help them for their nutrition. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and our next video will be Nutrition in Plants Part 2.